yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
Yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up no stove top. Ice cold, no snow drop. Big budget ass, big facts. Big money in the contract. Been running no contact. New record with the new tracks. Yeah, they been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Knock boys with the full scent. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testing, testing. Test, test, test. Testing, testing, testing. Testing testicles. Testing, testing, testing. Testing testicles. Testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1456 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, bustlers, hustlers, and ye all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, back with another episode. How are we doing today? Today's podcast, today's mancast, is sponsored, brought to you by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches. Yeah, so excited to be here. How we doing? What are we? What's up? What's up? What's up, fam? What if I just talk like this? What if I just kind of pull the Bill Clinton? I was like, well, welcome, fam. How we doing here? Welcome back to the Daily Swole. It's really good to be here. Give that little thumbs up. Just a tip. Just a tip. What's going on, beaches? Let's get some. What'd you train today? Are you being a good boy or good girl and getting your fucking shit done? Just be you. How are we doing, Tessie? Tessie Hornaday. Yes. Just be you. Hashtag just be you in the comments for today's Swole card. We got some good stuff, good topics coming for you today. We're going to go over some of the latest drops on YouTube and some of the latest comments, and we'll kind of get into some of this. We'll just kind of ramp right up here. How are we doing? How are we doing with staying at home? Is anywhere that you are we unlocking? Are people starting to go back outside? I know that Florida wants to be a social experiment. I know that. Leave it to Florida. Leave it to Florida. Although the people in Florida, we probably could do without a good percentage of them. We probably could drop a good like 30-40% of the population in Florida and really raise the overall IQ of this country. We could really bring it up a notch. I believe it. I believe it. I think you can drop that in the comments. Do you agree? You agree with me? Man, I think a lot of problems would be solved if we just kind of cut off a portion of Florida. Just dropped it off. Probably the bottom half. I'm in the bottom half. I'm in the bottom, but I mean, like, I'll move. I'll leave. I can leave. After I leave, just kind of just fucking axe it. It's all right. It's all right. Weren't they trying to make Florida 2 separate or 3 separate? Florida should be 3 separate states. Florida should literally be 3 separate states. You should have South Florida, totally separate. South Florida is 100,000% separate. Central Florida is completely separate. Northern Florida is completely separate. I mean, Southern Florida has like 3 or 4 states already. Anything south, anything in Miami-Dade, Miami-Dade County should be its own. Just completely. Just its own country. It's South America, essentially. It's everything but the United States. It's such a different world. It's amazing. It's kind of like any normal big city. You have areas, New York City, you have those little sections where you have, ethnic populations and you have a lot of cultural areas. Everyone has that, but Florida, the entire state is so different. I guess a lot of states are probably like that when you look at it. Even California, you go in southern SoCal, it's so much different than Northern California. It's a different world. And it's a different country too. So I guess it's all the same. Depends on where you are. If you live in New York, and New York City's technically New York, but you go northern New York, that's a different world up there, Buffalo and that area. So, where are you? Where are you living? Where are you working? Are you getting out of the house? Are you relinquishing? Are you getting freed from quarantine? What's going on? Oh, shit. Steven, found out yesterday that my mom and I are positive for the Rona and still busted out a dope arms workout. So do you have symptoms, Steven, or are you just positive for it? Because if you busted out a workout, that's a real good sign. That's a real good sign that you're not. That's what I would say. That's what I fucking say. If you're working out, you're doing pretty well. If you're working out, you're doing pretty well. Tiffany just worked one of my jobs for the first time since this started, and it was nice because it was almost a normal day. Well, all better get used to a brand new normal. Better get used to that. Brand new normal on the horizon. My city is opening Monday. Everyone is so excited to rush out and socialize. I think this is going to be a train wreck because I don't think a lot of people are going to go out. I think the businesses that are going to be opening back up, I think there's this misconception that all of a sudden everything is just, the income is just going to come streaming in. You're going to have a lot of stupid people doing that. I don't know. I don't see this doing if they start opening shit, I don't see this doing anything but spiking up the cases. But it might have to happen this way. It might have to happen this way. How long can you go shutting down the economy before that's worse? Before that's actually worse than the virus itself in terms of people's health and in terms of people's mental wellness and financials and stuff. Rockapella Acoustic. Good name. Doing great. Struggled at the beginning, but everyone in the Swolenormous Facebook group gave me great ideas on how to get equipment from my home to keep my swole up. Good shit. Good shit. Anyone else I know Will, aren't you still waiting for a bench? Will was trying to wait for his bench that didn't get delivered yesterday. How have you, how many of you are waiting on equipment? Are you still looking for stuff? Or does everyone have what they need so far? I guess you could always have more. You could always have more. Steven, lost my sense of smell and have a little bit of a cough, but otherwise mild symptoms. So since I'm not gasping for air, might as well gasp for gains. Gasping for gains. Did a walk of 3 miles with doggies Good Friday. Good shit. Jessica, I think this was just a practice run for the flu season. This is definitely not over. Well, if they release it, if they let everyone go back, it might be a couple months, might have another quarantine before then. But then, yep, you're going to have flu season again when people are just normally susceptible to these things, plus the flu. Yeah. Well, I don't know. If you guys have more information or you know the latest, you can drop that in the comments. I'll let you all continue that conversation. I'll poke my eyes in now and again. We'll get into some of the initial tip, and then we'll see what you guys are dealing with in the comments. Mike, I figured there will be pressure from people to open things up because people don't want to be stuck inside. They don't want to be stuck inside, but at the same time, it's hard to have perspective on not having work if you have work, and the feeling of not knowing how to translate your work into digital, or what might come next, or if you have kids versus not having kids. So I don't have kids, so I definitely understand that there's a lot more complications when you're at home, or you can't be at home and your kids are at home from school, and there's that kind of shit. You know, you're providing for more people, you have more dependents. So some people have it really, really rough right now. And I do understand that there is that balance, and most people just make a decision like, oh, it's stupid, you shouldn't fucking go anywhere. At the same time, if you shut down the economy too long, it won't reopen. It won't come back. And then things can get a lot worse than any fucking virus could ever make it. And that's what's really scary. That's when you start having society breakdown. That's when you literally have problems. So you really can't stop it indefinitely. You have to take the risk. But what's also interesting is that you're taking the risk every day when you drive a car. You're taking the risk every day when you lift weights. You could drop a weight on your fucking head, and people do, and you could die or bleed out or have permanent damage and permanent injury. And you can have a lot of problems. Just people go to the ER all the time for broken bones. Has nothing to do with the virus. So there's always a risk. By driving, you're taking a risk. You're assuming a risk. By going to the store, now the risk might be elevated for some people. So elevated concerns. You don't think twice before driving your car, but you have people flying around you in big metal boxes that can smash into you and kill you at any fucking moment. How many cars do you pass on the road when you're driving back and forth? How many cars do you pass? 100? 1,000? Every single one could have killed you. Every single one. So if you think about it like that, oh shit, well, you're always assuming a risk. Now there's preventable risk, but you have to also manage it. Well, you're not going to go anywhere because you have to drive a car. There's a level of, you have to accept this understanding that I need to go places. Emily, agreed, Papa. At some point, people at risk need to self-quarantine or do what they need to do. Because even if they open it up, it doesn't mean that you have to go outside. That's what people are concerned about. You could still wear a face mask. A lot of people are going to go out and still be wearing face masks. So if a face mask protects you now, it should still protect you then. Technically, right? It should still protect you then. There might be more chances of you coming in contact with this is the problem. But they might force you to stay at home. But if they open it up, the people that want to go back to work, the people that can go back to work, the people that maybe should go back to work, the people that make that decision, go do it. If you don't want to go back to work, you don't, but then you're putting yourself in that risk, or in that risk of not going back to work. So I think we do have to allow people to assume their own risk. So now that we figured out, maybe stunted, maybe caught up a little bit, we also know we can just drop the hammer again, quarantine. We can just lock that shit off really quick because we already been in this habit for the last month or two. My daughter is high risk. She has had to be careful way before this as anyone that is high risk. The panic and absence is absence in general. The panic is absence in general. You mean just not being around people? All right, so let's get into a little tippy. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. So today's YouTube drop on the Swolenormous channel, if you don't know, Nuts on Chin dropped today. How many of you caught today's YouTube video? Let's cover that. It was one of the biggest problems with all of these mukbangs and face fucking videos and poor eating habits, the habits that are being set, the message that is being shared, what is being promoted. Today's video was about this, of course, the drama of that shit and the fucking stupid bullshit with all his channels. He trolls himself, and he's getting a lot of attention. He's getting attention from me, and I'm getting attention based on covering this stuff. But there needs to be a balanced message. There needs to be a balanced message. And like I mentioned, I am going to continue dropping this on. I'm going to continue dropping this message, and people can call me a gossip channel. I'm not, but I'm totally fine with that. The message that I'm sending is not. I'm not allowing this to go unchecked. It has to be at least balanced out. There has to be a balancing voice that goes to the other extreme. And I know that happens a lot with politics. I know that happens a lot with all these other things, but at the same time, there is that yin and yang. There just needs to be more contrasting content to this bullshit. And it's just the acceptability. It's just the amount of people that just accept this as it is. They just accept this as it is. That's the reality. But there aren't a lot of big voices. There aren't a lot of channels that maybe get the reach. They don't. Either they do the drama aspect and they just kind of do fake news kind of stuff. But where's the actual fitness pushback on this? Where's the actual health pushback on this? Because everyone's got their fucking fit tea. Everyone's got their fit tea. Everyone's got their fat burner and their supplements. Everyone, their mother is kind of part of the problem in the fitness industry. That's what it can contrast to this. Everyone has their own protein bar, chocolate, cookies and cream shit. We all have this fake aesthetic surface level nonsense in the fitness industry that can perpetuate this being okay because we don't see the immediate return. We don't see the immediate death. We see the disgusting nature. We hear the annoying voice. We maybe don't like the person. We don't like the food. But he's not dying in the moment. He's not dying. I think he will die on camera. I feel he will. How's he not die in the near future? How's he not fucking die in the near future? So today's video was the biggest problem with Nico Cotto trying to get to 300 pounds. He's getting more and more views, more and more attention, more and more payment. And that brings me to the actual topic. Was the fact that the videos are being sponsored. Now, you've probably seen this. I don't know if you watched the other videos, but it occurs in a bunch of these videos. This one company, the coldest water company or the coldest beverage company, puts out these bottles. I don't know what they have other products, but they promote these bottles, and it's good advertising. It's like when Pepsi or Coca-Cola sponsors or promotes or gives money to a movie for advertising, marketing. In the movie or in the TV show, the characters are drinking Coke or they're drinking Dr. Pepper. Any single time you're watching a television show or a Netflix show or anything and you see an actual product on prominent display, a car that someone's driving, an Audi is in Fast and the Furious, it's money. It's marketing. Audi is paying millions and millions of dollars for their car to be the featured car, the one that's souped up in Fast and the Furious. And I don't know if they use Audis or if they did or they're going to. I'm just throwing that out there. But any kind of action movie or any kind of show or any kind of anytime something's prominent in a show, it's because the company is paying. It's influencer marketing. It's just that same kind of influencer marketing. It's just marketing. It's not an influencer online. It's the TV show is an influencer. The TV show is that kind of vehicle for advertising, for getting attention. People love that show. That show gets a lot of attention. Boom. Remember, rest in peace, the good seasons of Game of Thrones. Do you guys remember in the last season or the writing, or whatever, the filming, the editing, it was so sloppy. Remember the Starbucks cup? Do you guys remember that when they were I think they just won the battle, and they just like in the third or fourth, it was so bad. I barely remember it because it was so traumatically bad. But remember the Starbucks cup was in the release. So even though they didn't do it on purpose, remember all the display, all the attention that it got. So that's what these companies are doing. So Coldest is fucking promoting this bullshit. And I think it's probably equally, if not more deplorable than actually the mukbangers and the face fuckers themselves. And I'd like to hear a little more feedback on that, what your thoughts are here, not just on the YouTube comments. Because if you're promoting, I get it. You drink water, you drink a fluid. They're eating all this garbage food. They have to wash it down. However, you're promoting this. You're promoting obesity. You're promoting diabetes. You're promoting these fucking problems. And then people have to result to medication, result to surgeries, result to this crap because they're too fucking lazy and too fucking lost, and they don't have good people around them because everyone around them is fat. All the time we talk here, people that are trying to change their lives, people that are trying to take control of their nutrition, take care of their health, and their family members, people that are supposed to love them the most or at least care for them, don't support their journey, don't want them to change, don't want to see the lack of work that they're putting in themselves. They don't want to be exposed. And all these companies like Cheetos, Frito-Lay, all the companies, Nestle, they keep on making the most grotesque flavors of foods. The Oreos, every Oreo has a different flavor, double, triple, quadruple stuffed, and everything has a different color based on the fucking holiday, the time of year. It's just marketing. It's the same old sugar, just packaged in different ways. So a couple of the comments, Moani Love, the mukbang community is so atrocious. All the sodium and sugar, etc., especially that Be Love lady. What is that? The Be Love lady. She puts MSG, sodium, and sugar on everything. I don't know this person. It's gross, promoting diabetes and high blood pressure on a daily basis. Agreed. Uchiha Itachi. Uchiha. Hey, Uchiha Itachi. Hey. All right, I gotta do my Miyagi, my Tanaka. Hey, Uchina Itachi. Dude, if somebody loves to eat and is chubby or fat, fair enough. You do you. Eating is one of the pleasures of this world. Yeah, no shit. Thanks for the tip. But then again, I say chubby or fat, Nico Cotto is beyond obese. He smashes in 2 family food in one sitting 3 times a day for attention. He acts as if he has mental problems, but this in itself is a mental problem. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody enjoys himself stuffing down all this food. We all can be a bit out of shape. It's not the end of the world. Not everybody has time for gym. Even people living on fast food don't do the BS Nico Cotto does. I'm neutral. I disagree with most of what you said. Uchiha Itachi. That's like the road of mediocrity. So we can all be a bit out of shape. No question about it. Everyone pretty much is out of shape. So that's not an excuse. That's terrible logic. Not everybody has time for the gym. Everybody has time to fucking exercise. So I horrifically disagree with that. So wrong. And even people living on fast food, no one should live on fast food. So wrong on all accounts there, but I do agree Nico Cotto has mental problems. So we meet right there. We meet right there. A little salty though, bruh. A little salty.
Come on,
Little
stop
bit.
whining.
Little bit. So I'm going to give you a little salt for you. A little extra salt from that sack. But I appreciate the comment all the same. Gem's World, I still just can't get my head around what happened to Nico Cotto. How can you go from a raw vegan with integrity into this troll he is now? Vegans have integrity? I'm kidding. Haha. You get it? Yeah. All right.
Yow.
Too soon? Too soon? All right. It's like a different person completely. Even his voice has changed. That's what I thought was interesting. Well, first off, you have more weight, so it's harder to breathe and it's going to add more pressure, not to mention the fat and the musculature of your throat. Maybe it's like a stronger throat or thicker throat muscles from all the food he eats. Not like in a muscular way, but maybe it's just more calcified. Maybe his, larynx, maybe all those different chemicals and crap that he eats all the time stiffens his voice box, but also hormones. Hormones. Your voice is going to change a lot when you're consuming tons and tons of shit. A lot of women, when they stop, and ladies, I don't know if you've had this experience, when you stop eating grain-fed beef, low quality shit, fucking sugar, all the wheat and grains and dairy, all this crap that's pumped full of hormones that's just not really optimal for the body. How many of you have lost, I guess, breast size? You've lost cup sizes. You just don't have that kind of inflammation. When you think about what they feed these animals to get them fat quicker, if you're eating shitty food, that's shitty food for them. And their body is reacting by lactating more, etc. When you give young girls and women a lot of junk food, a lot of times you have these organs because your body is getting triggered to like, hey, we're going to milk. So a lot of women lose a lot of breast size and a lot of breasts because they're not consuming all the hormones and all the shit chemicals that is stimulating this kind of abnormal behavior by the body. I would love to lose breast size in the fucking way. Taylor, I actually dropped a cup size. See? You stop eating all the garbage food and you realize, oh, wow. And that's what's fucking interesting. Imagine, hey, I want to get bigger boobs. And you're like, let me eat this food. Well, you're like, why does that happen? It's because it fucks with your endocrine system. Save the teats. Save the teats. Papa Swolio, what are your thoughts on Eric the Electric gaining 20 pounds in 1 hour? What's that? Is that a new video he dropped or something? Oh, he definitely does need serious help. Did you see the video I did? Was it yesterday about the fucking sugar cube? Monica, on today's Nico Cotto video, it'd be like if Tide sponsored the Tide Pod Challenge of last year. Totally true. People would have torn the company apart if they had. The only difference is that what mukbangers eat is sold as quote unquote food. Siobhan, YouTube, we don't want to promote self-harm as people will try to copy it. Also, YouTube promotes self-harm. Sandra Di, I've emailed the coldest company a bunch of times telling them to watch the people that they sponsor. Now I just get a crap load of junk email from them. They added you to like a bullshit list. Nico Cotto and Chantal shouldn't be sponsored by anyone. They are the most unhealthy people showing people it's okay to be 300, 400 pounds and then be sponsored by a company. I guess that company is desperate for money. They don't care. The money whores they are. YouTube shouldn't have channels like this because it promotes self-harm. I'm always reporting them, but I'll probably get banned by YouTube before they cancel these gluttonous, nasty people. Probably true, because don't forget, YouTube makes money. YouTube makes money, and plus it keeps people in the app. If just alone, let's say they don't monetize. Let's just say, you ready for this? Let's just say that YouTube doesn't monetize these videos. Let's say they stop monetizing them, but people are making money from the videos because they're taking sponsorships from Coldest. It still behooves YouTube. It's still in YouTube's best interest to promote their videos because people will continue to watch other content and stay within the app, and they'll watch ads and they'll see videos and pre-roll ads on other videos that they get led down. So then they promote my video, and let's say there's an ad running at the beginning, or my video magically gets monetized, and then you'll see an ad. Or so that these apps want you. That's why TikTok and that's why these apps are so quote addictive. It's because they're designed to try to keep you in them. Just like Oreo cookies have just the right amount of sweet and salty that makes you not want to put them down. Same thing with all the chips, all the things, Pringles, once you pop, you just can't stop. Sure. Why do you think there's so much fucking sugar in these things? Because inside you might not taste sweet, but you have sugar. They add sugar. They add that aspect. The way your body processes the sugar in those potato chips, in the Pringles, it balances, it tastes salty to you, but in your brain, you're also getting sugar. So you have this addictive, you can't stop, you can't stop, you can't stop. It doesn't taste sugary, but the sugar is hitting you on a chemical level that is just that. It's called the bliss point. It'll just hit you just fucking right. That's why once you pop, you can't stop, because they fucking design them that way. They're tricking you. They're tricking you to your face. They're not hiding it. And everyone but you keep on eating it because you're addicted to it. That's what an addiction is. You know that it's not good for you. You know they're manufacturing it and designing it so you won't fucking be able to stop eating. So you'll gain weight and get addicted and keep on getting more and keep on buying more. You'll be a customer for fucking life. And then your kids will fucking eat those things and their kids will eat those fucking things. That's why you have like Coca-Cola families. There are so many people out there that are branded by Coke or Pepsi. I only drink Coke products. Okay. Some people only drink Coke products. They only drink Coke products. You can have, even though Pepsi, they're a Coke person. It's like following the fucking Chicago Bulls or the Knicks or the Dolphins or the fucking Patriots or some shit. Oh, that's my team. I don't like any other team because that's my team. I watch football, but I only watch my team. Okay, there's other games and shit. You can just enjoy the sport. You don't have to be obsessed with the colors. People are just obsessed with the colors. That was a Seinfeld. Seinfeld bit, I think. What, you just follow the jerseys. You're rooting for the clothes. I only do coke. Do you get adjusted at a chiropractor? No, I wouldn't go to a chiropractor. Let's see. Anna K. I was not prepared for the unicorn bit. Not prepared. Always watch Papa Swolio's videos to the end. Swolenormous is the best gossiper around. Fuck that shit. That's fucking bullshit. I ain't no gossip channel, motherfucker. Victor Jushevsky. Put the sacks on Joey's world tour. Now that would be a treat to watch. Keep them gains kicking. I think I've seen one of his videos like years ago. Does that guy... He's still alive? Oh, God. I don't want to see what he's doing now. Andrea. I always thought mukbangs were gross, and this is coming from someone with binge eating disorder. They're getting more and more outrageous and gross to try to get more views and go viral. I feel like the original concept of just having a meal and eating on camera while talking isn't that bad, but the 10,000 calorie challenges are nasty and sad. Well, why can't you eat real food? Why can't you just eat real food? Why can't you have a normal sized meal and just talk to the camera, do an eating vlog? That's all right. I mean, I get it. Some people like ASMR. They like to hear someone chew. That's fucking weird, but people like feet. People like weird fucking shit. So it's not about what you like. Maybe you can watch a video and listen to someone chew if you want to, but why can't they chew real food? Why does it have to be slurping a milkshake? Why does it have to be this? That was Sackalicious. Sackalicious. Oh, here's back on the, we're just talking about Eric the Electric and the Sugar Cube video. Katerina, my best friend, died because of type 1 diabetes at age 30. I don't care what this moron says. It's disrespectful to everyone with diabetes. People like you are helping me change my life. Thank you, Papa Swolio. You're welcome. I was really upset when he talked about the type 2 diabetes. You don't get it from one meal. No shit. Fucking idiot. This guy does it all the time. Shannon Lee, all these people are undeserving of Papa's sack. I'm certain he watched your videos on him and he's trolling you. Nico Cotto? I doubt it. Everyone's trolling that guy. Everyone's making videos on him. Melinda, the best part of my day is that salty sack. Be well. Only Swole. If you had an OnlyFans, you would get tons of people wanting to see what's under those shoulders. Well, I guess you get to see what's under the shoulders in Swolenormous X with all the training stuff, all of the Swolga and the yoga and stuff like that. Have you guys all seen that? Oh, yeah. The Only Swole. Let me see if I bring that. Do I have that picture? Have you guys seen the Only Swole shirts? New stuff on Swolenormous Apparel. I'm going to send out a text message. I'll send out another text message for those of you that are on Swole Text. I'll send you out a link after this. I'll send you out a link. Let me see. Where's the picture? Dun, dun, dun. There we go. I'll bring it up here. No? Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. Why can't I bring it on the screen? Bring it over here first. Oh, come on, computer. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see. Copy. Can I just copy and paste that? I don't think so. Maybe. That didn't work. Oh, there we go. There you go. Only Swole. And you know what's awesome about this design is I'm not going to blow it up completely, but right there, I'll try to bring it up in the lock. I can't blow it up big enough, but in the middle of the lock on the Only Swole shirt, you'll actually see the beard logo. So it matches the text perfectly, but then you have the actual beard logo is in the lock. It's fucking awesome. What a great design. It's so epic. Woo, woo, woo. So only Swole shirts. That's over at swolenormousapparel.com. And also the social distancing shirts are still available. So you can check that out. We'll go into a couple. I'll leave that up for a second. I think we got a couple more posts. Do I have any more? Let's see here. Let's see. Nick would not only enjoy your sack, he will eat all your nut cheese. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Who told you could eat my cookies? Nasty. All my nut cheese. Quarantine 15 for me is losing 15 pounds, and so far I've lost almost 10. Fucking, yep, no excuses. I thought Papa Swole was about to say, watch my yoga vids. I don't just put sack on your chin. I also provide you yoga tools so you'll soon be flexible enough to be able to put your own sack on your own chin. That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. I'll check into the shipping. I'll check into the shipping. It might be because sometimes there's international options. So it might be just because of what distribution centers are available. So I know Teespring ships from like, they have European centers and they have United States. So I ordered one, I put in for a sample because we just launched it. What's that? D2H, so many fucking excuses on your most recent community post. Those people must not be a part of the Swole fam. What kind of excuses? I didn't check them all yet. My community post. I'll have to check on that. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll go into that. Fucking excuses, fam. No excuses. No excuses. Don't be a fucking baby. Yow. Come on. Yow. Stop whining. Just be you, Swole fam. Awesome and only Swole. Yeah, if you want to win today's Swole card, just be you. Check that out. Make sure that you use the hashtag just be you to have a chance for victory. Dun, dun, dun. Tess Hornaday on Instagram. Follow that beach. Look at that sexy beach. Will, I've been chugging water while watching for this delivery. It better come. Dude, you're just going to wait there all day? This guy wants his bench now. He wants his bench now. Terrific tea. Watching your vids helped me take control of my life and my body. I'm eating better and exercising daily. I introduced you to my sister, and now she's pumped to be my workout partner now. Fuck yeah. Nice. Nice. Good for you. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Fan-fucking-tastic. I hate the excuse of too poor to eat clean. Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about that for a little bit. How about exercise and don't eat in excess? The majority of the world is unhealthy, so we must be thriving in riches as a society then. I think I did see that. I did see one of the posts about eating clean. I think what people don't understand are the choices that they have. If you have $10, I understand $10 is not a lot of money to buy food with. Let's say you only have $10 a day. I do understand it's not a lot of money to buy food with. However, those $10 can be used in many different ways. What do you think? What could you get for $10? You could get a pound of grass-fed, grass-finished beef and maybe some sweet potatoes, a couple sweet potatoes. So you can get a pound. You can get a pound, maybe like $5, $6, $7, maybe even $8 and get a few sweet potatoes. Okay. Let's say you get some eggs and some white rice, some eggs and some sweet potatoes, probably even some vegetables too. You could get some fruit. You can get some bananas. Bananas are inexpensive. I know it's sugar, but at the same, right? I mean, if you don't have a lot of money, a banana is better than a Snickers bar. A banana is better than potato chips. A banana. So let's just think logically here. You can get you can get a bag of rice. You can get a bag of rice. You can get a bag of rice with some grass fed. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. And think how far that would go. You get a pound. Let's say a day. Let's say you get grass fed beef for $5.99 and you get some sweet potatoes or you get some white rice. And you have a family. A pound. You might not be eating a lot. It might be lower calorie, but you can make it up with the rice. It's more carbohydrates. But I mean, you see what I'm saying? You can stretch it a lot further. You can stretch it a lot further, get some fiber, eat some more fibrous, eat sweet potatoes over white rice because you get more fiber. You could also get some veggies. You can get, and you don't have to buy a bag that's microwavable. You can actually buy based on the pound or the weight and get a little bit. You can do much better. You can make much better decisions. And if you can't get organic broccoli, then you do the best you can. And that's what I really try to clarify with these messages is it's based on the best that you can. If you can make a better decision, then make that decision. If you can make a better decision, just make that decision. I'm not saying that your decision is going to be what I am saying. It might not be a grass-fed ribeye steak. It might not be filet mignon. It might not be wild caught fucking Chilean sea bass or something. Or whatever. It might not be that, but it can be better than a fucking taco at Taco Bell. It can be better than a 2-liter bottle of soda. Money is money. $2 is going to buy you what $2 will buy you. Now, some things might go up in price based on supply chains and what happens over the next several months, but you can still you just want to make the best choice you have. And a lot of people are just resigning and using it as an excuse to not eat healthy because it's easier to cover it. It's easier to cover up that addiction. It's easier to not feel guilty for eating things that give you instant pleasure if you blame it. You're just blaming it. You're just using a scapegoat. Oh, well, it's expensive. No, it's not. It's not. For some things it's expensive, but you can get a cheap car. You can get a great car for an inexpensive. You get a brand new fucking Toyota Corolla. It's an amazing fucking car. Amazing fucking car. It fucking takes you anywhere you want to go, or you can buy a Ferrari. Okay, it's still a car. It gets you from A to B. Now, one's going to get you from A to B with a little bit more ego, with a little bit more speed, with a little more style, but obviously there's a trade-off. But they're both very good for what you need to do, is to where you're going. You're going from A to B fundamentally. You need to make better choices. You need to mitigate how many calories you're eating. You need to also make sure you're fueling primarily with the right fuel. Or the right fuel. What octane? What octane? Not just the fucking quantity, not just the gallons. What's the octane? What's the octane of what you're putting in? Pillar number 2. What is that octane? What is it? I think I moved the pillars. I was going to bring a pillar up. Where did I put the pillars? Where did I put the pillars, yo? Where are they at? Let me see her. Oh, let me see. Let me see. For those that don't know the pillars. Where did I put it? There we go. Oh, I must have arranged my desktop. You guys know how that is. Where are my Mac people at? I'm sure you probably do that on Windows too. Yep. Rearrange the screen. Rearranged it. Made it all neat and pretty. We haven't brought up the pillars on the screen in a while. All right, so remember, if you're new, you can download this at swolenormousx.com. And let's take a look. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I wanted to do single screen. I literally just clicked single page and it went automatically to fucking double page. What's going on here? All right. Pillar number 2, nutrition. Do not pursue quantity at the expense of quality. Your body requires specific fuel to function optimally. So it's not just the quantity. What is that food? What's the composition? What's it made up of? All right. What's it made up of? And I don't think people really address that. I don't think people really pay attention enough to what their food. I know. And what's also humbling to people, especially once you do the elimination diet. So let's bring it back to the elimination diet. How many of you have done the elimination diet? All right. How many of you have done the elimination diet and you are humbled, or you've realized foods that you thought were healthy? All right. Let's actually get into this a little bit more with the nutrition. What are some foods, as a result of following my content or doing the elimination diet or just over the course of your life, what are foods that were fucking you up that you thought, by most people's accounts, people think are healthy? What are some of those things that people think are healthy, that you thought was healthy? And then by doing the elimination diet, you realize, oh my God, this is a train wreck. Like, this has been fucking me up my whole life. Just be you for the Swole card. Katie Fit Brit. I thought almond milk was good, but I got serious stomach pains. And that could be from maybe the almonds. It could be from something in it. Sometimes people with carrageenan can bother some people. It could be one of the other flavorings. Homemade trail mix. Yeah. Sugar. A lot of times peanuts bother people. Cashews. Vanessa, oatmeal is the worst. Almonds and dairy fuck me up. Yeah, a lot of times if almonds bother you, you might like macadamia nuts or walnuts or something like that. I don't really go after, I don't go after nuts too much. I already got plenty of nuts. That's what I'm dropping all the time. I got enough nuts. Jessica, elimination diet saved my life. 30 years of migraines and medication to only find out my daily glass of milk was the cause. Cut out dairy, no meds, no migraines, over 1 year now. Hashtag just be you. That is fucking insane. That is so insane. I'm going to read that again, just in case for the podcast peeps. Elimination diet saved my life. 30 years of migraines and medication. 30 years to only find out my daily glass of milk was the cause. Cut out dairy, no meds, no migraines, over 1 year now. Just be you. Migraines are brutal. Anyone else here suffer from migraines or did suffer from migraines? My mom used to have them. I know a bunch of people through my life that have had them. It's so debilitating. Julka. What up? The Julka. Papa Swolko here. I'm still surprised at just how determined and disciplined this community is. I've known Papa Swolko for less than a week. I'm still far from eating clean, but this content helped me and I'm on my way. Fuck yeah, welcome. Oh, the Swole fam goes deep. Oh, the Swole fam's intense. You've only been here a week. This is just the fucking beginning. Just the beginning. The Swole fam has been lit since 2016. The Swole fam's on fire. Yeah, you just stepped into a fucking lava pit of sick fucking gains. You jumped in. You went balls first. And I appreciate that, being a lady and all. Phil, beans. What the fuck? How could beans be bad for me? But they ended up making me feel crappy and digest like crap. Yeah, it could be the lectins too. A lot of people need to pressure cook them, but I just avoid. Why? I just don't. I don't see value. I've never liked the taste of them either. And I never liked the taste of them, and that's from just, that has nothing to do with, if you're really if you're really paying attention to your nutrition, your body will start to act better in terms of taste giving you actual feedback. And it's really hard when you grow up. It's really hard when you're exposing your body to all these hyper flavored things. But there is something to be said for why does something taste bad to a human? Let's say your perception of what tasted good and tasted bad. If it tasted good, let's say, for example, if something tasted good for you, let's say there's no junk food. Let's go back 50,000 years. We're all in the jungle, you know. Okay, what tastes good? That's a good sign. How many things taste really, really good in the jungle, really good, and then kill you? How many things? If you're eating plants, tastes bitter and fucking nasty. If you're eating a mango, that's delicious. You know, what tastes good to your body? I know there are things. There are things that have evolved to protect themselves, to avoid, you know, predators and to just evolution. But naturally, in a regular situation, just not in this world of plenty when you can just get that stimulation all the time. You can't follow those senses because you'll just be eating all the time. You'll be eating nonsense all the time. However, if you're eating something and it tastes good, that's a good sign that your body wants to eat it. That's why rotten, sour dairy and sour milk and rotten beef, oh my God, it smells bad, because taste is 80% smell. And that smell sense is there to protect you when something is rotting and will kill you. So that's a defense mechanism. That's just evolution. Survival of the fittest. Just tools. Equestria 17. Processed grains, horrible migraines from them. Katie Fitbrit, how do I do the elimination diet? I have some stuff on the blog. Are you a Swolenormous X member or that? There's also more information on my resources. There's also, if you haven't downloaded the 7 pillars of Swolenormous on the website, it's at the top of swolenormousx.com. And if you go there, you can download the ebook. It'll get you started with the nutrition stuff. It'll give you some insights with the Beyond 7 pillars. It'll give you a little bit more of a ramp up to what we do here. James, I have not had a migraine since I started the elimination diet in November. Will, I still suffer from migraines, but the frequency has dramatically reduced by the elimination diet. That's so fucking amazing. Let's see. Emily Rose, I hadn't had toast and butter in a long time until the other day. It was a whole grain. My stomach felt upset after. I haven't done the elimination diet, but I'm starting to notice little things. That's one of the most important skills. I mean, very fitting for today's Swole card being just be you. That's one of the benefits of individualizing. And one of the most important things about individualizing your approach to your nutrition is the fact that if you customize, if you just be you, if you follow it your way, not just go paleo, not just go keto, not just go and do something standardized, but actually invest in customizing it and trying to making it as you as possible. That's what the elimination diet does. It gives you the tools, the skills, and the knowledge and the context to make better decisions for the rest of your life, to eat more naturally, to eat more instinctively, not intuitively, instinctively. When you actually know when you're hungry, when you know what you need. Because in this world, we're all programmed. We're all programmed to see food and want that food right now. We're programmed to have instant gratification. I'm hungry. We need shelter. There's a tiger. We're meant to react fast. But the things that we have to deal with in this society today are long-term. They're delayed. We have to wait. We have to work out regularly because we're not in the jungle hunting and running around and doing all these things. So we have to exercise. So, in order to do that, but we don't see the benefits of exercise because we didn't used to just exercise for fun. We exercise as a function of survival. So if you're not surviving, if you're just okay all the time, you're going to get fat. Your body's going to shut down and stop being an effective human being that can defend itself in the wild. It's literally that simple. It's just think about it. It's common. It should be common sense. It's so fucking basic. That's why doing bullshit exercise isn't fighting a tiger or running up a tree or trying to hunt a buffalo. Most people, when they train, they don't do jack fucking shit. They do some bicep curls. They don't do anything dynamic. They don't do kettlebell workouts. They don't do fucking lifting weights with dumbbells. They don't lift heavy fucking shit. They don't push themselves. And that can look in different ways. And it's different. We just are a different species now in the sense that we have different requirements. We don't have the same dangers. We have the dangers of everything shutting us down. We have to pretend, essentially. We have to pretend for our body's sake because our body is still ancient. But we live in a modern society that is trying to keep us in a cage. It's just a human zoo. It's legit a human zoo. So we have to exercise. We have to get on our own hamster wheel and create our own little bubble in which we move our bodies and save ourselves. We have to save ourselves from what society is trying to, and it's not necessarily intentional. It's just this is what has developed because we've had inventions and we've created this ability to have things quicker. It's nice. Like, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to want food and to be able to have it, isn't it? It's really wonderful to be able to have food when you want it. Never before in history could you just have food when you wanted it, unless you were a king or a noble lord or something. You had to go find it. Oh, you want food? Well, good for you. Go fucking get it. If you want food, go get it. You're like, you're like, fuck. All right, I guess I will go hunting. So now you just want shelter. Pretty much everyone has it. You want internet. It's so accessible to have all this technology. You want food, you just go buy it, or you go into the fridge that keeps it fucking cold. Refrigeration. Like, Jesus Christ, refrigeration. Think about how well we have it. Think about how well we have and how ill-equipped we all are to survive without it. So we have to create this resistance for our bodies so our bodies don't go insane. In other words, if you have a Ferrari and you just leave it in the garage and never use it, it's going to rust up. Rust up, seize up, dry up. It's just going to become an old piece of shit. It's not going to work well. You're supposed to use a machine. You're supposed to use your body. And you have this body that's supposed to move and you're not moving it. And you're eating garbage fucking shit. You're eating way too much. You're eating fake fucking food and you're not moving. You're going to die. You're just killing yourself. It's as black and white simple as anything could possibly be. And most people just don't even think, they just think, oh, it's a cheat meal. It's garbage. It's like, yeah, that shit adds the fuck up. That's why we have the percentages are so high. Overweight and obesity, Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer. You think this is all just a fucking accident? It's all the shit people are fucking eating. It's environment. Most diseases and most illnesses are not genetic. Most of them are fucking environmental. It's environmental. That's why we're able to live longer than we used to, because we're changing our environment by creating vaccines, by creating medicine, and we're learning how to live longer and live better. However, people act like, oh, they're a victim. They act like it's their genetics. Oh, I just can't do it. Oh, I'm predisposed. Oh, I was given this. This is who I am. I have this disease. I have this disorder. I have this problem. Well, sometimes it is genetic. Sometimes it is. And that fucking sucks because it's the shit end of the stick. You didn't ask for it. So it's not, in that case, it's not your fault. That's the hand that you were dealt. That's different. And that's like, if you were born without a thyroid and you're here, that's not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to everyone that fucking thrashed their thyroid and is trashing their body and causing these things. A lot of people think that they were just genetic with this, but they've been eating crap their whole fucking life. And genetics can make you predisposed to getting something. That doesn't guarantee, if you're eating all this crap all the time, then epigenetics, you're firing these gene sequences and they're gearing up like lights in a fucking football stadium. They turn on when you're 15. By the time you're 25, you have all these fucking problems because they took a long time to turn on. You flip that switch by sucking down so much garbage for so long. And then, it turned on something that you're going to deal with in 10, 15 years. And that's just that. So you do the best that you can and you flip that script as fast as you fucking can. I've talked about Freely. She's a fucking train wreck. I don't want to look at that annoying beach. She's a psychopath. She's fucking nuts. She's fucking crazy. All right, Swole fam. Let's do it. Let's get into some Swole fam topics. All right, this one's from April. Let me just zoom. Let me see. I'm zoom out a little bit. Okay, get that in there. Zoom in. All right, April. I thought this was some good positive news during a pandemic. I'm a reading specialist in a K through 4 school, and we were asked to make an I miss you video, or asking to make an I miss you video to kids doing 30 seconds of something we love. I'm going to be honest, I hate stuff like that. I like kids, I like teaching, but not a mommy type of teacher at all. I watched everyone else's video, and there were a few cool ones, guitar playing, dancing, but the vast majority were sadly of teachers baking crap, cake, etc. with their families and sitting down and eating. I was like, holy shit, we're showing the kids we are all fat asses during a pandemic. I did mine differently. 10 seconds of me doing chest presses, 10-second dog walking video, 10 seconds just dancing around stupidly, no coordination here. I got so many pics and videos from my students' parents because the kids wanted to show me their workouts. One of my first graders busted out a set of push-ups better than most adults. It made my day because although I don't have my own kids, I like being a healthy example to my students. And I didn't do an eating video. Can't stand my coworkers for that. I agree. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you, April. Actually fucking teaching kids. And these parents need to parent. Parents need to teach their kids what they should be doing during a pandemic. This is a new environment. This is a new situation. You're going to have a lot of kids that are going to remember this. A lot of kids are growing up during this right now, and kids being as resilient as they are, this is going to be ingrained. What did you do when you had a quarantine? Maybe we go through the rest of our life. Maybe it's constant quarantines every few months for the rest of our lives. Maybe forever we're doing quarantines regularly. Maybe this virus keeps on spreading and mutating, and it's always kind of ever present. We don't know. So maybe this is a routine, and you're teaching them a habit. Oh, when there's a quarantine, we eat shit and just watch Netflix. We don't do anything physical. You know, when I walk the dog, I see some families or some parents with their kids in a parking lot, and the kids are riding their little big wheels. I mean, that's good. That's good as long as you're abiding by keeping your family safe. And if you're able to go outside until this becomes a flesh-eating zombie apocalypse, then do it. Just be mindful and take care of yourself. Will Spray, Bench Watch 2020, still nothing. No luck, huh? All right, I hope you get your bench. Hope you get your bench soon. Still waiting for his bench. We'll go live. We'll stay live. Live here reporting until Will gets his bench. No, I will not wait. I got sacked. I got sacked to drop. Soraya, I had another post-op today. The doctor says I'm making great improvements. Sorry, I'm making people nauseous with the text. I'm still only allowed to walk, but I'm getting strength and movement back in my leg. My personal trainer keeps adding new exercises and upping the difficulty. I got a little frustrated today when one of the new ones was really difficult because I know before my injury, I would have done it just fine. But then I remembered where I was not too long ago and the improvements that I've been making every day. Never lose hope or give up. It may be difficult and so frustrating that you want to yell or cry, but keep going and moving forward. Well said. Well said, Soraya. Well done. Well done. Well done, Soraya. Ian, what up, bruh? I've been following Swolenormous for a while now. I tend to regurgitate the pillars and the general lingo of the fam on a daily basis. What up? Yow. 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 Mostly to my parents and brother who throughout their lives have shown zero interest in taking care of themselves. If I say anything about their terrible choices, the response is always something along the lines of live a little or, quote, we're all going to die anyway. They usually bring multiple boxes of strawberry sugar wafers on every trip, leaving the boxes in the kitchen while they make ice cream or frosted mini wheats, etc. Now, I didn't make this post to be negative. I noticed recently that my mother has taken to calling the sugar wafers bloody AIDS dicks. It's the little things. Yes. Yes. Oh, God. Yes, 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 indeed. Oh, high five, a digital E5 to your mom. That's fucking excellent. My mother has taken to calling the sugar wafers bloody AIDS dicks. It is the little things. Cheers. Fucking cheers. Cheers, mate. Oh my God. That's fucking hilarious. Peter, hey fam, just finished primer week number 2 yesterday. Getting into the swing of things consistency wise. Realized today I've dropped close to 10 kilos from what I think was my heaviest. Didn't like the numbers, so I stayed away from the scale like a little bitch. In truth, my diet was shit and I had an addiction to fast food, or it felt like it. Getting my nutrition sorted out and have found something that works for me. Onto 90-day dash, week number fucking 1 today. I added that little extra there. Keep crushing it, fam, and you do the same, Peter. Good for you. Keep going, bruh. Keep crushing it. All right, zooming out. Carrie, hello all. Today was a really hard day, but I'm proud to say I made it through. I really wanted to binge today, like I was so close. I live with my family, and I really wanted some pizza, and we all had Hot Pockets in the freezer. And I tell you, fam, I reached my fucking hand into the box and pulled it out. I didn't do it, y'all. I made some salmon and had some snap peas, but I was still feeling the urge. We had a loaf of some nice bread, and I was so close to bringing the whole loaf to my room and just saying, fuck it. I checked the expiration date, and it said it expired a few days ago. I still thought about eating the whole thing. That really got me. I was really so desperate for food that I would eat a whole loaf of stale bread. So I grabbed some frozen mango instead. I probably ate a bit too much mango. I had like 3 bowls over the course of the day, but God, I am glad I didn't eat that damn bread. I just wanted to be able to make this post saying that I did it. Fuck yeah. Fantastic. And you know, don't feel guilty for eating real food. All right? Frozen mango, those kinds of habits, as long as you associate these habits, Carrie, as long as you associate these habits and these things that you're doing, as long as you associate these things and create this kind of, I don't want to say a reward system like a treat, but these positive associations with what you're practicing, you're making better decisions. You're making the right choice. And which is why when you go after and you look into the 7 pillars and you look at nutrition, so what does it say? It says, do not pursue quantity at the expense of quality. So what's the quality? What are you eating that food for? In other words, you have 2 choices, let's say, or 3 choices, or 100 choices. What's a good choice? And if you're making a choice, is there a better one? And does that better one perhaps take a little bit more work? Does that better choice perhaps take a little bit more effort? Maybe, but usually the best things do. And it's hard to create these positive habits because you don't get that instant gratification. By not eating that stale bread, by not eating that stale bread, or by not succumbing to whatever crap, was tempting you, by not going that direction, you're giving yourself more of an opportunity to create good habits. It doesn't mean you'll never have a piece of bread again. I'm not saying those are your choices, but actually making the choices for the right reasons. Taking control back of your choices. That's important. Oh, I'm seeing some water in the comments. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here, fam? We got a water break coming? We got a water break coming? It might be coming up. It might be coming up. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Christine. Hey, I'm new. What up? Welcome, Christine, to the Swole fam. I'm new and I started the elimination diet about 5 days ago. I really didn't eat that terrible before. I mostly struggle going back and forth between keto and paleo, never knowing how I should eat. I thought this would be easier than it is. I feel awful. I'm bloated. I feel like I'm not digesting well. I'm probably getting more fiber than I'm used to. Well, that'll do it. And I know I've never been able to drink as much water as I should. I'm feeling a little frustrated with the situation. Has anyone else felt worse on the elimination? Well, you're 5 days in. So yeah, for sure. There's a lot of people that have felt that way. You're probably Here's the thing about the elimination diet, and here's what a lot of people don't recognize, is if you're changing all the foods that you're eating, if you're eating completely new foods, it's not the elimination diet, it's your choice of foods that you switch to. So that's one of the reasons why if you're eating more fiber, it's because you're eating probably less fiber or less quality foods. I mean, this is usually like a kind of withdrawal and shifting of your body. So you're getting in different foods, you're not getting in the foods that your body was used to eating. Your body's kind of finding a new balance. So 5 days in, I would not be concerned at all. Unless you can always, I'm not saying don't see a doctor. I'm not saying don't see a physician. So feeling worse is one thing, but having, if you need to go to the hospital, I'm not saying don't, just ignore it. But a lot of people, I'll leave everyone else in the Swole fam to leave their opinion, their experience. But personally, if I just started a new thing like that after 5 days, I would keep going personally. That's what I personally will do. And I've done that before. You feel like kind of funky. You might feel good for the first couple of days and you might crash. Gary Smith, I felt like crap the first week. Corey, getting rid of coffee was the last to remove for now and the worst to deal with withdrawal headaches. So if you have an experience with feeling worse on the elimination diet, totally normal. A lot of people have keto flu. A lot of people have diarrhea with carnivore at the beginning, but those things go away. It's just your body having to shift to a new nutrition profile and processing and stuff. So, all right. I'm thirsty, fam. Anyone thirsty? Anyone thirsty? We got Swole card coming up. Who's thirsty? Oh, James busting a nut in my comments. How dare you? How dare you, filthy. You filthy boy. Come on, kitty. Yes, I know. Yes, it's time for water. Yes, you can come. All right, fam. Here we go. Get your water ready. The only fucking man cast. The only podcast that hydrates the fuck out of you. The only podcast in which it makes you healthier. That's right. Get your shit together. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dance time. Hi, kitty. Yes. Absolutely. Dance, kitty. Dance. Yes, you sexy pussy. Yes. Excellent. I didn't feel like chugging. That was my limit right there. That was not a full to the end chug. I was good. I feel good right now. I don't want to feel fucking... That's good. I've been drinking coffee the whole time, so I had to pace that one out. I could have gotten ugly. I couldn't gotten ugly. I almost went Badlands chug style. If you don't know, now you know. That was fantastic. Oh. Just be you, Tessie. Just be you, my dear. Just be you. I'm new to this. That's hilarious. Come on. This is where it's at. Hold on, I'm gonna burp again. Oh God. Yow. Oof. Marvin Pierre, the meow sound just scared my mother. She's afraid of cats. Yeah? Yeah, you like that, Mom? You like it? You like it? Don't ground Marvin. It's not his fault. All right. Sorry about that. Had to. Sorry, Mom. No, Papa's not here. I told you, she was only here. She was only here because Mama Swole wasn't here. She doesn't care about me anymore. She only cares about me when she's hungry now. She's like, hey, I love you now. It's time to eat, right? I love you. Hey, I love you. I love you. You got bacon for me? I love you. I love you. Feed me. I love you. All right, fam. Swole card time. Let's see. Tessie, here we go. Let's give this motherfucking Swole card away. Here we go. Just be you. Hashtag just be you begins. Just be you. Just be you. Where's this gonna land? No Papa Swole, only test. That's right. Hashtag just be you. A blank. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. And no one yet. Oh, Rebecca Biro. I think that's a... Very nice. Nice. Look at that. Delicious. Rebecca, congratulations. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations, Rebecca, on winning today's Swole card. Thank you for playing. Everyone say congratulations. Be nice. Be nice. Be like, yow, congratulations.
Yow.
Sat. Congratulations. Thank you so much for playing. And Rebecca, just send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. You can check out the scroll down below with the in the subject Swole card 1456 and your mailing address in the body of the email. And we'll get you that Swole card shortly. New Swole cards are going out shortly. So if you're waiting on them, they're coming soon, so enjoy. And everyone say congratulations. Be nice. Say congratulations. God fucking damn it.
Come on, stop whining.
Don't be a fucking
That's
baby.
fucking bullshit.
Be nice. Tomorrow, 1457. So, tomorrow, episode 1457 will still be here on the Daily Swole channel. If you're brand new, remember that on Sunday, the Ask Papa Swolio Live will be on the Swolenormous channel, so make sure you turn on those notifications for both. And we got that new drop, so let me bring that back on the screen. New drop, swolenormousapparel.com, the only Swole. I'll be sending out a Swole text to all of you shortly, okay? And just a little reminder with a little something something. So, those of you that are unlimited members, you can expect a Swole text shortly with a link for the only Swole, and definitely give that a look-see. And it's a really sweet design because it's just the same as the OnlyFans, and inside the lock is the beard logo. So I think it's fucking awesome. So check that out, swolenormousapparel.com. And I'll see you all tomorrow for episode 1457 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Go and check out today's YouTube drop if you haven't. Go check out today's YouTube drop. And Phil, it's no Fitness Falcon, but guess what? Guess what? That shirt's been made that's been made for a year or two. I've had that design. I'm sitting on it. Oh, I got some hidden designs, but it's a perfect time because we have 4th of July and Memorial Day coming up. So maybe we'll get that release out. It's a badass fucking gangster shirt. It's so good. It's so fucking good. So thank you so much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow for 1457. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Yeah, boy. Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack.